It's hard running a very, very big group as well as trying to maintain a preserved, peaceful environment within a world that you heavily dedicate yourself in, enough to the point where really nothing else matters to you other than what you've created. I was originally gonna put this into like text, but I feel like it'd be better to talk rather than just, oh, here you go, announcement. It's still going to be an announcement, but this is the announcement. It's better me talking here rather than just typing something up, unscripted, all that. Within, ever since beginning this year, there's been numerous attempts where people would try to throw me under the bus. Either that or they just I really don't know. There's a lot of hatred, and I'm not one for all the hatred. I don't like hating, and I don't really like being hated on, especially when I haven't really done anything. Because whenever stuff like that happens, I try to put my foot down and like confront the situation at hand. And usually sometimes it works, and then there's other times where it doesn't, and it doesn't really get nowhere. But going into this year, I thought things would be very strong and things would change. Things still are gonna change. I'll get to that. But it's terrible, even for someone you've been friends with in this community, and to go behind your back after everything you've been doing to preserve the community and keep everybody safe to the best of my ability. It's it really it's it really downs me. It really puts me at a loss for words. I'm not going to specify names at all during this. I'm not, because I don't want no hate towards anybody. It came to my attention. I want to say it was January. It could have been before that. That there was a doc going around about me being toxic. And once again, that put me at a loss for words because it was made by somebody who I'm friends with. Um, I agree that half the stuff I have done does not follow with VR chat standards when it comes to pertaining a blacklist, watch list, and world moderation, which kind of doesn't make sense to me because I get so much hate for the panel being in the world when there are definitely other worlds that use that same thing. Whether it's my worlds, Kaba's worlds, Furry Hideout, for example. There's a lot of different places that use that panel. But apparently everybody just hates that I that I use it. Which I understand, because that's another thing too. There have been some moderators who have taken their power a little bit too far than what I have asked for them, or what I have asked from them. And I have repeatedly asked them to like tone it down, let people enjoy themselves, especially for groups. Like I'm trying to push, especially literally, I had an agreement with this said friend who made a doc on me. This was right after they made the doc, and I had this talk with them, and I deliberately agreed upon um, toning down on the blacklist and allowing groups to run and manage their groups within this world the way they want to without any interference from me. Because that also kind of puts a little bit of relief on me. And that way I'm not stressing out as much because people are coming up to me 24/7 and like, hey, this guy's in your world. You're going to do something about that? I don't work for VR chat. There's only so much I can do. It's, yeah. But I get so much hate for the panel and for the blacklist, specifically from this said individual and by some others who have been put on the blacklist for obvious reasons. Especially when it comes to pedophilic allegations and stuff. I don't tolerate that. I do not tolerate that. And that leads me to the next thing. As of last month, a large group of teenagers, kids, whatever you want to call them, a large sum of them, I'm not going to specify names because I'm not doing all that. As of recent, they've been like, they were coming up to, like, I don't know, I can't remember if it was them or not. It might have been somebody else, but like somebody joined me on Fortnite of all places and started like kind of rage baiting at me in a way. I didn't really pay no mind to. I just thought it was stupid. But to go as far as that to bother me, I even have on my TikToks comments from some of those people that were like, as well as like DMs of some of those people amongst that group who would DM me and like try to claim me as some sort of pedophile when I have not done a single thing. I have had no interactions when it comes to that. But it got to a point when last month, pretty much all the people in that group, if anybody remembers, I was doxxed of last year. Yes, my stuff was public on the internet. That's my fault for doing so. But it sucks because it's really petty to like take those images off of other platforms and upload them to VR chat and use them as free will. It's just petty at the end of the day. There was really no reason for them to do that. But they started doing it again with another photo of me that was made like three or 4 years ago I took. I can't really deny that it's not me. It is me. I thought about face revealing just to shit on the people that have revealed my face. But they took that picture, put it onto a sticker, and then also put it onto an avatar. And we're going around in instances of this world, and I can't really say what they were doing because I wasn't there for it. One night, maybe a couple nights after I found out that they were doing that, they mysteriously and randomly joined an instance that I was in, I was planning to hop off, but I knew that they were bound to join up at some point because they tend to wait until after I'm gone. So they joined. They immediately saw me and then ran away. Oh my god, they're here. They're here. They're here. So knowing me, I want to discuss when it comes to situations such as that so we can figure out what to do and go on from there and find a way to keep it from happening again, which most likely is never going to end, unfortunately. But I was really upset. I was tired. I was frustrated, especially with everything that has been going on within the beginning of this year. So I run to them, and a whole confrontation happened, and it really didn't get nowhere.
I could literally exist, do nothing, but somehow I'm the worst fucking person. Somehow I always cause the problems.
Really, all in all, that particular group. And I'm sure it goes for anybody that doesn't really enjoy me. Supposedly, I get hate because this world gets populated a lot.
What is the deal?
Lectress is weird. I mean, that's basically what it is. He's just fucking weird.
Everybody's weird. Everybody's fucking weird.
So the newborn baby's weird.
And honestly, that's not my fault. It's what people like you choose to go to. And I'm thankful for that. You choose to come here. I don't tell people like, hey, you need to come here. People like you choose to come here, and it's the best. It's the best thing. It's always nice to see large amounts of people in here on a day-to-day basis and like role playing and hanging out and performing on stage. It's always nice to see that. But then you always get that like one or two to like maybe 12 people in a group that are like, oh my god, you're the worst person ever. What did I do? I don't understand. I'm getting hated because people enjoy this world and the hard dedication that I put into this world. And that's my fault somehow. But yeah, they were mad because people come to this world on the frequent. It's popular, and supposedly I don't give other creators a chance to make successful worlds. Again, that's not on me. It's what it's not me. I'm not controlling people. I think that's what they don't understand. I'm not controlling people. It's people like you. It's your choice to come here. And a lot of people enjoy coming here, and a lot of people enjoy seeing me and talking to me. I know there's some days where I'm not at my best and like I don't want that kind of attention, but I do enjoy getting that like one or two people a day going like, "Hey Chris, how are you?" But things never really stopped from there. I haven't heard anything after that, but I'm sure they're still going around doing the same stuff. I blocked all of them for the sake of my mentality because again, it hasn't been the best. And I'm trying to separate myself from the problems that stand before me when as a world creator. And I'm trying to learn to like just ignore it at this point and not feed into it. I was gonna announce this sooner, but I kept it between the moderation team. I'm assuming people, well, I put it in the role description, but I would hope that people know now that I permanently, as for now, have gotten rid of the moderation panel for the sake of it's really pointless to be bickering back and forth on whether it's against TOS or follows TOS. When again, it does follow TOS after I've been told numerous times it doesn't. Because again, it's used in other worlds. So I'm really tired of it, so it's gone. I'm not doing it anymore. Which leads to another thing. It was heavily implied over the last year and a half, that one of the moderators was making the general audience of people that come here very uncomfortable. And I never really took that into account. I never realized that it got so bad to the point where people just don't like coming here for that specific reason. That some mods I will not mention have made some uncomfortable. As well as what I said earlier, some of them are a little overbearing and over controlling, which I'm trying to put it into that and kind of slow the pace of how things run around here. That way everybody can have their fair share of being able to be in this world. So I got rid of the ones that were kind of the problem at hand. Because once again, one made a lot of people uncomfortable and I never realized it. There was a lot of allegations on their half, and I have been there firsthand, like I've said before, and I have witnessed the screenshots of what happened, even though they were proven false because there was a lot of confusion because the screenshots were not. What was shown in the screenshots are not what was shown in the DMs between the two said individuals. Or between the said mod and whoever they were talking to. I'm not going to specify the name. But I felt, and a lot of mods felt the same way. We were all discussing it. It felt best. And a lot of us are relieved that we relieved them of their duties. Because apparently there's been a lot going on when I never noticed it. Again, I have associated myself with this person for a very long time, and I have tried to help them out the best way I can and have tried to keep them from going under the bus. But in the end, they keep putting themselves in that position, and I'm not going to be responsible for it anymore, and I'm not going to handle it anymore. Especially as of now, when people have come up to me and deliberately explained to me that they feel uncomfortable and that they would stop coming here because of that. And I don't want that. I want people to enjoy themselves here. So that person is no longer a part of FFVP. And I am no longer staying friends with them as much as it hurts. I just can't tolerate it anymore. As for now, I'm going to separate the group from the actual world. Anything that follows, whether it's what we had as the blacklist, it doesn't exist anymore, but what we had when it comes to moderation will only take place amongst the group, and then the world can be separated. That way other people can still do what they want to do, especially when it comes to other groups, so they can run it the way they want to. But yeah, the world and the group are going to be separated from now on. That way people can run their own things and my group can do its own things. And this world can remain as just a world for anybody to join with no problems involved whatsoever. Because I do realize it has come to a point in time where things have gone a little too far when it comes to moderating and um, just moderation in general, I suppose. I'm working to change things. Things are going to be made right because a lot of the stuff that has happened just within the last 3 months alone has really put me, as well as other people who specialize themselves amongst this group, it really has put a lot of people in a bad mental state. It just it really messes with your brain when everything goes down. For now, as of right now, I'm sure it's been said before. I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I'm going to slowly kind of like separate myself for the time being. Everything's still going to remain up and group stuff is still going to happen. Um, but everything is slowly going to start um, regrouping and gears are going to be set back in place and everything's going to be functioning as a whole again, hopefully at some point soon. It's just for now that I know I myself need a break, and as well as other people who help me, as well as moderators and pretty much everybody that's within the group. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs time to reflect and think and do other things for the meantime. This isn't I'm don't ever want to stop doing this kind of stuff because I can tell you when I was talking to moderators in my moderation chat, it just I got very heated and I got very upset to the point where like I was ready to end it all. I was at the point where I was almost half tempted to delete the whole server. The whole group and the whole world would still be up, but I was really tempted to just delete the server because I it's tiring. It's very frustrating. And I know not everybody nobody wants to deal with drama. It's unfortunately within VR chat that's all you're going to deal with. But like at the same time, it's so unnecessary. This is a social VR platform that's meant for you to be able to talk to people, hang out, create nice places such as this. So it just it really put a damper on everything I do. Between the face leaks, the false allegations towards me, and just the major amount of failure that I have done when it comes to this world and the group and everything in between. Because I love this. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I never thought that I say all the time, I never thought that this would be an outcome, that I would be here. And to be honest, never thought I would even existed to this point. My eye tracking's messed up because I'm tearing up. I'm sorry, but it's a lot. But like I said, things will hopefully become better, and things will work itself out. So to recap, world moderation is not a thing anymore. Everything related to moderation will be handled within group instances, our group instances, and not other people's group instances. Publics, whatever, Other groups, they do their own thing. If we host a group instance with our group, that's the only time that we are going to like have moderation or any sort of like that, because that's really how it should be and how it should have been to begin with, and I never realized it till now. So thank you for coming to my TED talk. uh I appreciate everybody. Everybody that, especially even during the hard times where allegations and stuff were happening, I appreciate everybody that knows me by heart and then knows me truly and knows that I would never do shit like that. Because I have never done shit like that. It's disgusting. But again, thank you guys for listening to me pretty much talk to myself and try to get some things out of the way. I appreciate it. So for the meantime, things will be at an all-time slow pace, but we'll get back there. We'll get back there. Everybody will. And I'm hoping this group can build up more than what it already is, especially having 4,000 people in the group is insane. Oh, my nose is leaking. Having 4,000 people in the group is insane. I never really thought that it would top that. Need to get more people in the server. But again, thank you guys so much. It definitely does mean a lot to me. But again, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for hearing me out, listening to what I had to say, and allowing me to provide the best experience that I can. Things will get better for all of us. Is that a thing Henry Emily says? Am I tripping? Anyways, I'll catch y'all later. Thank you guys for talking. I really appreciate it because I really need to get this off my chest. It's better talking it here than putting it into like a big 5-paragraph essay because it's not going to get the point across. I know here talking to you guys is kind of boring, but like I hope that like maybe people would be listening to this on the side while they're doing other stuff. But again, thank you guys for coming. I'll catch you guys later, and I'll keep you guys up to date in hopes that we can do better when it comes to this world, this group, and anything upcoming. I love you guys. Thank you.